Oh my god, look who is calling you. But it's not a regular dinosaur. It's a fruity one. Because this is the Fruitosic Park. Hello again, Faye, and today we are going to design brand new fruit dinosaur Pokemon, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but let's be honest, everyone loves dinosaurs, and making them fruits is just a silly thing that I see Game Freak doing someday. So let's start with an idea from you guys. Parasaurolophus, one of my favorite dinosaurs, and banana, just a cool fruit. Wow. And it matches with the weird shape of Orosaurus head. Let's go bananas with this one. Well, I've decided to make the fame of duck big dinosaur of Parasaurus to be very literal, making a little banana duck. A jolly cozy guy, but as you can see, I'm trying to almost make it like a concept art. You know, showing all the things this Pokemon can do. In this case, use the pale wings to make it itself warm, or in Simbar's head. The evolution is pretty simple though. I wanted to go into a balloon direction, if this makes sense. Since I think Breloom has one of the most creative and cool designs without needing to be so overcomplicated. No, it is simple, no unnecessary details, and still it peak design. Watch and learn. I think I need to learn with it, to be honest. I've tried to give a distinct vibe to this banana Parasaurolophus, like this banana crest, thick arms and legs, and a fresh tail as well. Just like the showcase of the green banana becoming yellowish, which gives a cool contrast. And yeah, another pose just to mention that it can be on false, especially to attack and run faster. Just show you detail that it has a chin similar to this Irish head meme. I don't know how people have these chins, but okay. But here is our baby, which I call Plátano. It is a combo of pato, which means duck in Portuguese, and plátano, which is banana in Spanish. It is pure grass type because I think it will match well. And I've made this cry with my own voice. Listen up. Its evolution is Platasaurolophus, a mix of Plátano, again, and Parasaurolophus, and the cry should be something like this. Probably I'll make down the cries with my voice just to play and make it harder than just pick a random SFX as I usually do, or mixing up with the official cries. But okay, let's see how it does. Anyway, the evolution could be grass ground type just because bananas are related to ground. In Brazil, we have banana da terra, which is a different kind of banana, more salty. I don't know how to explain. And honestly, I don't want to make only dragon pipe in this video. And well, for some reason, I think giving a bat behavior for the baby because of the wing shape and the gazelle behavior for the evolution would make sense in my head, like galloping around or being like a goat, you know. Shiny obviously should be green bananas. So tell me if you dig it. Speaking of bananas and bats, check out this member idea, who will make a lot of sense, believe me. By the way, a big special thanks to the mythical members Taibani, Rao, and Kusif Takino, and special thanks to all the members so far. Just $1 and you get a lot of benefits. Okay, let's make this dinosaur. You probably know that bats usually love fruits, and I think it's natural to make this bat similar to a mango to disguise itself. But this is not a bat. It's actually an Anurognachid. I don't know if it is right. But actually, this is a kind of pterodactyl. I know the more paleo nerds might think. But Faye, the pterodactyl is not a dinosaur. You're lying to us in the title. I'm sorry for this. I know, but it's similar. The mango shape is when it has the wings covering its body, which reveals to be actually the mango peel wing, making it capable to fly. And to be fair, it gives me a Wormadam vibe with the closed wings form, don't you think? But just let's appreciate this juicy felidae. This will be the mighty Mangat, a combination of mango and bat. Simple like that. I know you like my rhymes. No, flying grass type is pretty obvious to it, and I can imagine it being upside down like bats, but real mangoes. It really reminds me some vibe of pineapple. I don't know if you're getting what I mean. And well, upside down, the mango shape is kind of broken since it holds up for the tail. It should be up, not down, but whatever. The open wings just show up the mango itself. That said, the shiny will be a green-pink mango. I don't know if there are some of them where you live, but in Brazil we have a lot. Okay, let's design the mighty Spinosaurus. But not this one. This is the Spinosaurus we are going to make. And a good fruit that could match with it is the watermelon, as the subscriber said. And you will understand why this would match a lot, more than it looks at first glance. But also, not this watermelon. This is a watermelon. Okay, you've probably realized that this will be Derpy Fakemon, one of those that are pathetic since the conception. I wanted to make a mix of the Metrodon and Spinosaurus because the crests are similar in my opinion. I don't know if they are related, the genealogic tree, but I don't care. It's similar for me. But yeah, for the baby, it wouldn't look a dinosaur at all, just barely, with the watermelon slice to reference the spiny crest. It's kinda like a puppy or a little lizard, just a silly, fragile boy. Its evolution though is this abomination, a failure of existence, like the pug of the dinosaurs. I'm just kidding, I'm just saying because pugs have a lot of healthy problems because of our fault. So it's kind of whack. This is just to say because of that meaning, of the constant nerve that Spinosaurus in recent discovers. I'm gonna lie, I kinda like to design these pitiful creatures. It kinda looks like confused of existing, and this is a charm in my opinion. Yeah, the spiny crest is beaten. What a shame. Well, here is our Pipsqueak, which comes from Pipsqueak. I kinda miss these names. They are basically a word, like we had in Gen 1 with Slowpoke or Golem. So I try to do the same, and this is the cry of our little boy. And the evolution is Pipump, kinda similar with Piplup, but it comes of Pipsqueak and Piump, or maybe Pump. Well, its cry is as pathetic as you could imagine. Both are water dragon type, yeah, no grass this time because it's being repetitive, and I want to try and give them the fiatist and slow start as abilities. But with Yamoil as the ability just to reference that they can break. Shiny originally would have the color swapped, but no, it isn't enough bad, it deserves a better shiny. So I've changed it into a regular yellow melon color, which at least make them beautiful for shiny hunters, right? But let me do this one with an idea you guys had, Avocado Ankylosaurus, which are not so similar, but I had a good idea that could work. First, I've made a baby fawn, which has nothing of a dinosaur itself, but instead it is inspired by a rain frog in the avocado seed. Look at its cutie grumpy face and some spikes to reference the dino. And for the evolution, I decided to go into a more literal avocado. Not similar to the dinosaur though, but I'm gonna fix that later, you're gonna see. The concept of this evolution is that half of the avocado is a creature, something like Malfolder or something like this, and comes together to become a fake Ankylosaurus with frog traits. Note how one fits inside the other, the bow inside the hole. I know this sounded weird, but you got it. You know what I mean. I've made a couple poses to show off, but it's funny that the grumpy one is the bottom, and the derpy one is the top. Not gonna display this joke, and yeah, this was a joke if you didn't get it. And note how they have dark avocado colors, with the top one a little darker to reference the black avocados. The final result is this, the baby is called invocado, a combination of avocado and invocado, a Portuguese word for mad or angry. And the evolution could be anquilocado, pretty obvious this time. The baby is pure bug type, and the evolution is bug rock, because of the rocky armor. I like to play with the possibilities of them. Sounds funny a couple to work like this. And a cute reminder that together, a couple is stronger. Just a gypsy moment that I forgot to make the hole in the top one. Instead, I've made the spikes too. So the spikes would collide, or maybe not. The shiny is just greenish avocado, while the seed become more brownish. Simple, but works, I guess. Oh, and a honorable mention to this is Stegosaurus Dragon Freak, which was requested by this subscriber, but I didn't finish it. Because I'm late and design was not so good in my opinion, as so simple, so I have some suggestion to fix it. But this park needs a king, right? Let me show the real dinosaur king, like that cartoon show that few people remember. Do you remember? And which freak better to represent the king than, pineapple, which has a crown itself. But before, if you're watching this far, comment Dinosaur King. Let me see how many lovely loyal views we have so I can send you a heart in your comment. Alright, enough yapping, I've made a baby form for it too. an incomplete character design reference sheet, drawing up the pose and all the possibilities of the design I could think. The concept is a pitiful king, or better saying, a little prince. Those who are really weak and pathetic, but they think they are the king of the world or something like that. Something like kingy vibes from the early DL House episodes, you know? But well, most of the Pokemon wouldn't really believe it is a king at all, but to pretend to don't make it cry. Because yeah, it is a crybaby and makes some when it don't get what it wants. It is basically a spoiled kid. Is nothing without its pineapple crown. And look how it wears gloves and slippers, like in Lazy King. And if not clear yet, the beak and crown are a reference to Protoceratops. Here is our pineapple. Just silhouettes a pineapple and pole. Yeah, the game, because of its shape. By the way, in fun fact, I chose pineapple because my uncle says apple as apple, and I think it's funny. The type is just pure grass. It's one of those with terrible stats and a mediocre ability. Maybe rough skin because of the spikes. The shiny is inspired by ripe pineapples have become pinkish. But how does this petite prince will evolve? Give it a king rock at level 64 and let's see. For this one, I've made a mix of lotte dinosaurs, sauropods, especially Argentinosaurus, and Protoceratops as well, and Ankylosaurus, mostly because of the horny thing and the crown shape. Oh, and my Longariad, a fakemon I've made it last year, but yeah, it is really big and bulky, with a lot of spikes and a very heavy tail that makes it stay on the ground more time. I just wanted to make something imposing yet friendly, like you wouldn't need to force anything to be respected, you know? And I guess its body shape is the better thing to show that. I mean, look at this huge guy, I wouldn't mess up with him, even though the face was a huge trouble for me to find something cool that could fit, until I reached this smug face. The colors are regular pineapple colors, very simple. Bow to our king, Gigante, a combination of hey, which means king, and gigante, both Spanish words, since it's a dinosaur from Argentina. And by the way, you guys voted for this name, so yeah, thank you. And this type is grass dragon type, for obvious reasons. It's very big, something as big as Raging Bolt, and stats-wise, I guess it could be 600 base stats group, a Japanese term for the pseudo-legendary, but that also includes our Sheldon. I guess it could be fair for it. The shiny is pinkish as well. Did you like it? But hey, if you like this, maybe you could like to see new cross-trade evolution, you know, like Shelmet and Carablast. That's what I did in this video. But with your other Pokemon, don't watch it, you might like. That's it. Bye bye huggies.